Are we live? Hi. Yes, we are live. I've never done live on Facebook, so I didn't realize you had to
Okay.
post again. It says live in the top.
Oh,
Like on
okay.
TV.
So I just go to live.
No, you're gonna be in TikTok though.
I am in TikTok.
Yeah. This is Facebook, that's TikTok.
Oh. Oh.
I have to start TikTok.
Okay.
Hang on, you guys.
This is new.
We're on. We're welcome in. We're waiting. We're waiting for the peoples anyway right now. Like, it takes a minute to get everybody like in.
Yeah, sure.
So, we're gonna fucking hang out. Okay.
No bombing.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Well. Oh, sorry.
It's mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus. Can you help me? Yes. Hi. How are you? So we're getting it together. We're on Mexico time, but it's really not that bad. And we're gonna move over there in a minute, but I'm gonna just
Yeah, I
do
think
it.
actually.
You be on that one, and I'll be on this one.
Okay.
So my friend is here.
Okay.
Say hi. So she's managing Facebook.
date.
Oh, and Cece.
Cece loves me.
Jiminy Christmas. So you've got Facebook covered right now.
Okay.
And I have a TikTok covered. I managed to put a banner.
Okay, so we're live. Safe in Baja.
Welcome in. We're waiting for the peoples. Ahorita. We're trying to figure out what we're doing, really. And if you don't have a drink, you should get one now.
Because it's Tuesday night.
If you don't have a drink,
been a long
you should
day.
get one now, considering what
Yeah, it's been a long week.
that we're gonna do some a little
And it's
therapy.
only Tuesday.
A little therapy. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a little therapy. Okay, but I'm gonna change. Oh, we could also watch unicorn porn, dog. Okay, hang on. Are you gonna do it, Cece? Should we entertain the masses with unicorn porn? I think so. Let's see. Let's see if she does unicorn porn for you. There you go. You're gonna be a TikTok porn star. Go. Well, I changed my shirt. Let's see what happens. Let me know. Oh my God, that's all we can do. I've been saving it for this moment.
I think she's just going to come and follow you.
Aw, she's
You can go ahead.
innocent right now.
It's okay. Cece, get your unicorn. Okay, this is all new to me. My name is Jules. I live in Ensenada. Needless to say. I've been here about 4 months. Oh, you hear that? Ensenada's back to normal. Absolutely.
There's a little whoop whoop. That wasn't like the crazy 20 policemen going down the street at breakneck speed, though, with lights and sirens, so don't get nervous. Hi. Okay. Oh, she didn't do any unicorn porn while
Nope.
we're gone?
Nope, she just
Cece!
watched you the whole time.
Why not? Okay. Maybe later. CC. I think you guys are going to take away the show. That's what I think. Welcome in. I don't know who's on right now. I need my glasses too.
Okay, so I'm clueless about doing live videos or any videos except for shooting them on my phone, which I end up throwing away because I'm like, what the hell did you just take that video for? Oh, there was a hummingbird in it or something. Who knows? Anyway, so
Wait, what about the hummingbird?
I was just saying I take a lot of videos and I go back and look at them and I'm like, why the hell did I shoot that video? Oh, to get a hummingbird. Well, it's so tiny you can't even see it in the video.
Did you see my video?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, the drone. It was like, are you my mommy? Oh
That's
my.
crazy.
It was crazy. And I'm like, I have to try to get this. And I'm like, no, it's not AI.
I thought it was.
Did you?
Yes.
No, it's not.
That was just
I
incredible.
have to make that really clear, I guess. Yeah. I'll post the full video where, like, the full all motion. I had to slow it way down, of course, because it's a hummingbird. Right? So.
Oh my God, we really are live.
We're getting there. Yeah, we are, girl. It's like being on TV. Julie. Okay.
Oh.
You want to be Julie or Julia?
I mean, Julia.
Julia.
Blanca.
To talk about when you come to Mexico and you change your fucking name.
Okay. So I was saying, I've been in Mexico like 4 months. I've hated my name my whole life. Came from a big family. It was all boys. I needed
Are you on that one? No.
some kind of a name that was just fit in with that kind of family more. Not being named after both of my grandmothers. So I was Julia Blanche. I hated it all of my life. And I'm talking many, many, many decades. I get to Mexico and people ask my name and I tell them it's Julie. Jules is what I go by, my nickname. And then it dawned on me that for the Mexican speakers, for Spanish speakers, J's sound differently. As we all know, right? They sound like an H.
Also, yak in the box.
Yeah,
That's another thing.
Yak in the box. So I was Julia, which was easy to say. It was easy for people to remember and easy for them to pronounce. My middle name is Blanche, which is Blanca. Therefore, I am now back to my own name, which I have fled from for 7 decades, to having my own name back. Julia Blanca. Mucho gusto.
I think you have to shake the tambourine for that one.
Oh, where is it? Where's...
To your left. To your left.
And I'll tell you too, if it weren't for Safe in Baja, I wouldn't be here. I came to Mexico in September of 2025. My plan was to stay for 8 days and get a feel for Ensenada and Baja and see if I wanted to stay. Oh my goodness. Michelle and Callie and my glasses can't see this far. Lee, all sorts of people have joined.
We want it to be everybody because we're one community.
All right, it's
Right.
great to see folks
Yay!
joining in on this. It's a little rough start, but we've had a little bit of a rough week, and it's only Tuesday. So, relax, sit back, get yourself something to drink, with or without, and let's just take a breath and, kind of go, what the heck just has happened? And you know what? That was really weird, but everything's okay. We're all okay.
Lights up incense.
I think,
Respira.
because to me, it almost felt like being back in COVID time, because here we all were in our little satellite individual homes, not together as a community.
But we are.
But
as
we
a
are a
community.
community, and something that really impressed me was that boom, Safe in Baja jumped on this as fast as they could, and we were getting, accurate information, because we all know there's a whole lot of BS out there, and especially with AI, you can create anything.
And I posted that also, so an example of that.
So,
Oh, I think we have to go further back. Sorry, let me make sure we're. Please stand by. Okay, we have to be further back. Might have to be brighter. I don't know. Well, no,
Okay.
Okay. Because we don't know. We're going to be like
yeah.
this. I mean, that would be okay. I'm not saying that's bad, but.
Was that Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda doing their where they're like, yeah, I love you too.
Okay. Hi. Okay, maybe this should be closer. I need a producer. Okay, hang on. It's fine.
Okay.
As long as we're like closed, unused applications. Oh my God. Are you serious right now? Hang on. Hang on. Please stand by. Okay, but you were talking about Safe in Baja when you came here, and
when I came in September for my 8-day discovery, I spent months and months and months planning this thing out. I had been following Safe and Baja for probably almost a year. And I made my decision. I came down for 8 days, and I was trying to do everything on the cheap. I'm single, 70-year-old woman.
I would not
I
say
beg
that.
pardon. I was trying to do everything as
Economically.
inexpensively and economically
And we
feasible
don't. Nobody's
as
gonna make a
possible.
judgment about that. Like, that's your life. When you come to Mexico, nobody should tell you what to do. It's numero uno. Okay, keep going.
So I knew what my budget was.
Right.
I knew all those things. I'd made
And we
contact
keep
with
these things
a bunch of
confidential.
people online, and was fortunate enough to meet someone who wanted to allowed me to stay at their house. And I'm not hadn't been familiar with any of the neighborhoods, so I was just like, great, that'll work fine for me. I fly in to LA. I take the Pacific Surf Liner to San Diego. I take the trolley to the border crossing. I walk across. I catch the ABC bus to Ensenada.
That's pretty impressive.
I get here and I immediately realize that my phone doesn't work here. I don't have a Mexican number because this is the first 2 hours I've been in Mexico. I don't know that much about telephone technology anyway, so Wi-Fi and all those things. Plus, my phone was at like 8%. This is just ridiculous. I managed to get somebody in the bus station to let me charge my phone.
Because people are so nice here.
Because people are so wonderful here and speaking absolutely no Spanish. I'm just like, here's my phone. You can see that it's 8%, or I've
a lot of hand
just completely
gestures.
screwed it up. All hand gestures and clean, sad eyes. So I get my phone charged, walk outside the bus station, and I sit down on the steps, and I'm thinking, okay, just chill. You can figure this out. You know where you're supposed to get to. You have an address. Oh, and you have the phone number.
Oh, the
of woman I'm
address.
staying with.
Ha ha ha, you have an
Ha, ha,
address.
ha. Address? No.
This is some Mexico stuff right here. The
So-
address situation.
A taxi driver, because they're all lined in front of the bus station, a taxi driver, asked me if I need a ride, and I'm like, no, I don't want to take a taxi. I'm trying to figure out how to call a Didi.
Yeah, do
This
not
is what I
take a
heard
taxi
about.
because there's no record. But Didi, they're going to keep some record. That would
Yeah.
be my advice
Oh.
on that.
Good to know. So, one taxi driver actually spoke a little bit of English, thank God, and was able to help me out. And I got a hold of the woman that I was supposed to stay with. He spoke to her. They found the address. That's a whole nother story. That was such a fiasco.
The address, no
The
address
address
situation.
that does not exist.
Oh,
When Noelle rescued me,
oh my goodness.
she said, well, send me the address. And even at that point,
You're like,
I'm
ha ha ha.
What? There's not even street names. There's nothing. How do people get their mail? Oh, they don't. They don't get mail.
Welcome to Mexico.
So many interesting things. Anyway, Safe and Baja pretty much saved my butt. And 4 months later, still struggling my way into the culture.
I wouldn't say you're struggling your way in.
Well, I guess not struggling. I pretty much have
You have
dove
Emma.
right in, haven't I?
Oh, we have a.
Oh,
I gotta go
very
fix
bright.
this problem.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I need a producer.
Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Keep going. Yeah. So she calls me, and then no. But tell them what the last straw was.
Oh, at the place? Oh, no.
But then
There was no... Okay, so this is September.
the last 2
It's
weeks it was hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
It's sticky. It's sultry.
And
And I'm in this little house, tiny little house, and the worst part of...
Don't say that. It's Playas del Chapultepec. So if you're not ready for that, like it's a different.
It's a different part of
You
it.
have to know what you're getting yourself into,
Yeah.
basically.
But there are some incredible houses there.
oh yeah,
It
there's
just
people
depends.
like it's a nice neighborhood. But
Yeah.
they just got to pave the road. That's all.
Anyway, I was in the wrong part of a nice neighborhood.
It's too far from Ensenada. You gotta be central when you come here. Don't think
When
you
you
can
start
venture
out.
out. Don't
Well,
do that.
yeah, when you start out, you need to be central. You really
Right.
do. In fact, I just met a woman through doing things with Safe in Baja and kind of keeping my mind open now to being as helpful as I can to people who come to Mexico from the States. I met a woman through my dentist here because the woman is from the States and had a dental appointment and was in no condition to drive herself home. So my dentist literally called her mom. Her mom called me and said, we need to help this lady out. So we drove her all the way down to La Bufadora, where she lives, and took her home. And, you know, I just think it was sort of returning the favor,
Pass it on.
and passing on.
You know the movie?
had
What
come
was the
to me.
movie? What was the movie? Wasn't there a movie? Anyway,
I don't know.
we'll Google that later.
But Noel helped me out. Safe in Baja saved me more than once, not just in the fact that I was not in a good living situation, but that there were so many things that moving to Mexico, you're not prepared for.
The phone, the bank, accessing pesos.
Oh.
It's like a 3 series thing right now.
Yeah.
I have to take note.
There are a lot of things, you know, and I've seen people post things. How do you turn on your utilities? Where do you go to do that? If you have, in your case, I guess it would be getting Mexican license plates. Now that you're a resident,
Right, we need a guy for that. We need a peeps for certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Julia over here, Julia, do we have to put a in it?
don't spit though.
Okay, but no, it's because it's a thing. Okay, unless you're sick. But anyway, moving on. You are becoming a little bit of an expert in how real estate works in Mexico because you've been hanging out with someone who's like 3rd generation, very well established, Ensenada. Occasionally you're going to hear boom, boom, boom over there. I did not get to the microphone part. Okay, next time. So hopefully the sound is okay. They're over there charging somewhere, but I'm not getting up again. Okay, so anyway, you need a producer. Okay, so you know who you are. Okay. I have to manifest it. Woo. Oh, see. We need a producer. Okay, so. Well, we have to be fun. Her and I together, though, it's like I can't do this by myself. Otherwise, I'm like, nobody wants to. It's all good in the hood. Okay, so we should
Anyway,
just
yeah,
well establish right off the bat, though, like we're good in Baja, everything's safe. Like we'll move on to that in a minute, but just to cut to that chase, don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
And listen to the Bob Marley 3 Little Birds song because that is the name of the song, not what you think it is. We might play it
I
later.
do want to say one thing about
Yeah, you go.
what happened,
Yes.
and that is that I live in a very busy neighborhood, and Sunday and Monday were the 2 most wonderfully quiet days I have ever had in Mexico.
Like noise in Mexico. That's my
I mean,
note right
I
now.
woke up Sunday and I thought there was something very wrong because it was quiet. I'm telling you.
This is true.
I mean, I live, you know, not far from
She got joked.
2 main streets
Yeah.
with a 3rd one that kind of intersects it. So it's noisy all the time, and it really.
And you like live in a
disturbed me.
compound with a wall, and it's like not.
Yeah.
You're not just even on the street. Like
Yeah,
oh, my
I'm not on
house
the
is,
street at all.
and it's still noisy.
And yeah, I still hear everything, and so it just alarmed me. I'm like, what is going,
Eerie.
what's wrong?
Was it
here?
eerie?
It's too quiet. Yeah. It's
What time? Okay, my question is, so this is a lead-in without going, like, everybody knows the details. We don't have to establish that. But what time did that, I'm going to interview you. What time did that start? Or did you wake up early?
Well, I always wake up early because of the street noise. I'm serious.
What time is
Trucks.
that? That's hilarious,
At like
kind of, but...
6:30 in the morning. So I'm usually up by 6:30.
Oh. I feel physically ill if I have to
sometimes-
get up at
Well, I'm awake.
That's
Sometimes
why I-
even earlier, but it was just so bizarre to like, I have a sound machine thing that plays binaural beats.
She's gone
so
to
that I
Dr.
can
Chris
sleep.
Jacobo, who's helped her sleep.
Ah,
Okay, let me fix
The
it so our
best.
head is not in the banner. Hang on. We will get to your
anyway,
questions.
I do
We're
all
always going to
these
be behind.
things to
Yep.
promote to promote a really healthy night's sleep, to block out the sound. And so when I awaken on Sunday morning, I'm like, there's something dreadfully
Did
wrong.
you sleep in? Or did you still wake
No,
up
I
at the
still
same
woke
time? Didn't matter.
My
But
brain's like, yeah.
you
it's
got
gonna be
used
up
to
at
it.
6:30.
Well, you got used
The
to it.
trucks are coming and the motorcycles.
Boom, 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 and a boom, boom. That's what I always say.
And
Because my
there
street
are
is
stop signs on either end of my block, so that just doubles up.
constant acceleration right there. But my street is also very noisy, so I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But see how, okay, I was talking about that earlier, how I can tell what's going on in the city by the traffic. On this, and you were like, oh, you have a great view, but you actually notice the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it kind of, but I see it, and but you heard
But
it.
I hear it.
Oh,
yeah.
that's very interesting.
And right outside of my apartment on the street, it's always full of cars.
You know
I
what
don't know what time they
you know what
start
the joke
parking
is?
there.
You know what the joke is? If it's quiet in Mexico, there's something up.
That's like, don't drive straight in Mexico. You'll get pulled over by the police for being drunk.
Always forward, never straight.
Well, you're right.
Haha.
Poor
Wink,
choice
wink.
of words.
Wink,
Again.
wink. No, that's an 80s saying.
Yeah, but true.
Okay, but finish your thing. How did you know particularly in your, sorry.
Oh, because I immediately, I'm like, got up, got a cup of coffee, and I'm like, this is weird. Now this is going on an hour of quiet. There's something dreadful.
It wasn't for
wrong.
just a minute.
No, I mean, it was dead silence. No animals barking, no cars, no trucks.
No dogs barking?
No, I mean, weirdly quiet. So
People bring their dogs
I
inside, I
so
guess. And
I got online,
even the dogs.
Yeah. Like, I got to figure out what's been going on.
Where did you go first? You don't have to say safe in Baja if it wasn't.
But it was safe in Baja, and then it was Talk Baja.
Okay, Talk Baja. Why Talk Baja? I think that's a good site.
Because there's a multitude of questions and information that comes to them. Yeah, a lot of it's repeated. Yeah, some of it can just be, people who are like so afraid that
People
they,
need
like,
a lot of
keep-
reassurance.
Yeah, they just keep. They ask one thing, and then there's a reason why that's not right. So then they ask something else, and pretty soon this one person sort of dominates.
Oh, that's interesting. The perseverator.
It's like, oh, come on, you got to figure some of this out yourself.
People have a lot of
And
anxiety,
tons
though.
of people have already given you 44 answers. and so if you post it a little differently and you only get 29 responses, you just...
I can tell you maybe the psychological reason for this, and you can maybe affirm or investigate.
Okay.
Sometimes people, when they don't get the answer that they want to hear,
You're right.
they keep like hovering
Ask the
around to
question.
try to...
Yeah.
And this many people said that it's this like kind of personality. Stop it. But I think it's anxiety driven.
Yes.
It's not like the person's trying to be malicious, right?
No. There's no malice in it. There's no, it's just, you just want to kind of go, stop, think a minute. You need to explore some of these things yourself. I've given you 55 ways to do it. You have to make some choices, and don't think that every decision you make is going to be 100% correct, because I guarantee you most of them are not going to be.
Okay, I think people have a fear of the unknown. right? So
Absolutely.
that, I mean, that's very common.
Yeah.
But if you're going to move to Mexico, you have to have someone. But to be a cabrona, read the bram.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
You do. You have to.
Every time we say cabrona, we get it. Okay.
You do have to. Yeah, it's a tough thing, and you have to be a strong woman to do it. That's all there is to it.
Or any person, because we talked about this earlier. You can't come here, and you have to be pretty self-sufficient to come here, both financially and emotionally, and like you have, people are not going to feed you the information.
Yeah.
No, you kind of have to put your thinking cap on. Where's my hat?
Well, thing is, there is a lot of information that's out
I need my
there.
thinking cap. Oh, it's confusing, huh?
Well, some confusing, but some people will they'll join one group and then they'll just, it's like,
Well,
they just ask and ask and ask and ask and ask,
See,
and everybody answers and answers and answers,
and differently.
but they don't
everybody,
read the answers.
everybody answers differently is the problem. Okay, do you think that the
Well-
Safe in Baja solves any of those problems in any way? Because I'm not in any of those other boards, like you're saying it, but
Yeah.
I'm, right? Okay, what do you think about that?
I do, because one, at the top of the page, you've got a bunch of menu headings, and all those menu headings, I happen to personally love those.
She told me to move them over so people
So
can
I
see them.
rearranged them because I wanted to make sure that the one called Guides was up near the front, and as soon as you pull up the Safe in Baja site, you would see that word. The people I've spoken to, or that I've responded to, whether on
We're in
Safe
Ensenada.
Baja or some other site, some other group that I follow, I say, go to Safe in Baja, and at the top of the screen, pick Guides. There's so much information there about medical, about housing, about neighborhoods, about restaurants, about music, about you name it. Just there's some bit of information there in that section, and I have found that for myself to be just invaluable. So when I talk to people, or when I've responded to people, I kind of send them there because I think that's a great place to start, and then 55 of those 10 million questions don't have to get asked. They might figure it out.
I'm not reinventing the wheel or anything here. Yeah, we were talking about this because this is what I did in my legal practice for 30 years. I mean, I was managing 1,000 cases at one point. So, although that's something different and I still do it, the skill transfers, but Julia, has it all down intuitively, and I haven't even, I don't know how, but she was talking to me today, and I was like, yeah, girl. Yep.
I really like
She's
people.
the brand ambassador. She forgot her hat, though. I didn't remind her that was my fault. But look at her fabulous haircut. Look, show them the back. Look at it. It's all stacked. Look how cute. It's so cute. If you want to know who her hairdresser is, you have to do your first haircut.
Yeah.
I mean, she told him don't cut it short, but it still turned out cute. Language barrier.
You would think no matter whether it was in English or Spanish, and you're talking with someone who's Spanish speaking but speaks English, that it would have gotten across. But
this is a whole nother life.
But that's okay.
The language barrier and that whole community, that's a whole other.
Oh, I'm learning that trying to kid around with your amiga, it's lost in the translation.
They're like, ha ha ha, but they're just being polite.
And they're like, what is that crazy gringa talking
But
about?
when they're your friend, they're like, no entiendo, girl.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're learning. I have found that too, but it just gets confusing, and you already have a language issue. So when the joking, it's just.
But when the joke gets turned, okay, this is one on me. So I remember months ago asking Noelle, what word do I ask when I go to get my pay my Telcel bill? And she said, you tell them you want to recharge it. And I believe it's recargar.
She
Okay.
rolled the R.
So I'm in the OXO with my friend Emma, who's from Ensenada, and I go up and I'm like, hey, oh, hola, buenas tardes, tienes recaca. Recaca.
This is why we have
and
to
Emma,
practice.
standing next to me, almost pees her pants laughing because she heard me say recaca. And
oh, you're doing that on purpose. Okay. This is a good joke. Okay.
And so she is just splitting her side. She's laughing so hard, and she keeps repeating what I said. And she's just like, say it
Like
again.
the KKK?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's only supposed to be twice. Okay, right, like that. Uh-huh.
So
Emma's fun.
this then had to get shared with another friend of hers that we had.
Is there a poop
stopped
emoji
by.
involved now?
So now I guess there is. There's caca
No.
all over. It's the standing family joke even now. It's like, Julia, it's like, say it again.
Okay, that was for you, Emma. So, we want, okay. I want to go back to Emma, but I think we have to we need to do a commercial break. Because people are like, who are these crazy girls? We were waiting for all the peoples to come on, And so you have to heart. I'm going to heart my own live right now. Okay, we need more peoples. Hello, Facebook. We're on Facebook also at Safe in Baja. Well, I'm not going to undo this whole thing because, yeah. And also, hide the tiki-talkers. Tiki-talk. So, this is Julia. She is my numero uno brand ambassador. There's a white version of this hat. We'll probably do this again. But she had to show her hair off. We didn't want to smush it with a hat.
That's right.
Not
I
today.
didn't need to have hat head.
No, we don't need hat head because they just did her hair. But it's a white version of this. So this time. Okay. So who are we? Who are these two crazy girls? White girls. We're in Mexico.
I think that we're two, pretty kick-ass women who feel very passionate about this whole concept and the whole project and the whole entity of Safe in Baja. And it's not only about like somehow personal safety, like don't go out at night or don't, drive around with your shirt off or whatever.
Don't be dumb.
But
that would cover all those rules.
But
I shouldn't say that.
But,
you have to be more attentive in Mexico, not be like, wee, I'm on vacation. You need to be more attention and more present. Like, that will solve half of your problems. Just pay attention. Don't be on your phone.
As well as look where you're going when you're walking, because you'll fall down and bust your butt.
Mexico
Guaranteed
sidewalks.
Knock your teeth out.
Dun, 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 dun. There's that reel where he's like going up and down, right? Yeah, do not look at your phone while you're walking. Especially if you've been to Hosangs and you're leaving. Okay, so anyway, don't, get off your phone or you're going to beep beep. Right?
Guaranteed,
If you can get on your phone. But anyway.
So, after I met Noelle and went through my little trials and tribulations of getting settled here, finding someplace to live, I have continued to follow it and have wanted to be involved with it because I think it serves a tremendous, first of all, the potential for an audience is terrific. It's got a great name and it just, there's nothing about Safe in Baja that feels anything other than safe. It feels okay to be on this side.
That's why we'll kick people out.
And that's right. It doesn't put up with any crap from people. So if you're going to start something, it's not going to last.
You can state your opinion, but you have to be respectful.
Yeah.
Because
that, I think, kind of coincides with what our role as visitors, even living in this country, is. That we have to be respectful. And we have to be willing and open to adapting to a different culture. I mean, we chose to be here. We chose to be involved with this culture. It only makes total sense that you find as many ways as you can to synthesize into a culture, to be part of it, to not just utilize it, and feel like, hey, you're getting a really good deal financially on stuff.
Oh, somebody made a comment about that. They said, oh, Americans just go over there because they can't afford to live. I'm like, no, some of us actually like Mexico. I mean, I know it's
chose to be here.
Thank you very much. And okay, I'm going to tell people about that later. Oh, speaking of Cabrona, this is a good.
But
keep going.
The potential for us to have kind of a positive community like this in Ensenada, where you have a population of 500,000 people, to be able to have, mixed Mexicans and Americans, Canadians, Europeans, wherever you're from, anybody can be involved with this, anybody can join this, and it's an outlet that's there for us, kind of regardless of what's going on with you, what's going on in your life. But for myself, I like to pop in and see what's going on. Maybe I'm not involved in it for I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but you've been working with the real estate agent, so she's going to bridge the gap for me, because I'm not the person that does it. Like, I'm just the concierge, I'm the middle person, I'm the commercial, I'm the client, right? But I need people to help me, and this is actually, like, I cannot do this by myself. So it's good, but I didn't ask you to do that. Oh God, we're not going to make it a difficult job, so behave, everyone. But anyway, another story. That'll come in an email that we've run through ChatGPT. Inside joke. But anyway, so I think it's good. And the real estate agent is Spanish speaking only, 3rd generation, right? But this is what I want. I want the work to go to locals.
Yeah, it has to.
Sorry,
it just has to.
Too many hand movements. I'm going to put my hand inside the ride.
I think you can't work here unless you're remote anyway, can you?
Right, but I'm very philosophically against, and I tell people, be very careful about, if you're here and is American and you're asking to do local work.
Yeah.
Number one, you're not going to get paid American wages. Let's just put that out there, right? I'm very direct. Hi. Okay. I need ChatGPT installed in my right. Anyway. But you can't take jobs from locals, and I've chastised that, that's housekeeping. She's like, no, and she tried to phrase it some other way, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'll call you out. Don't do that. So but this is the point, is but I still need to bridge a gap, right?
Yeah.
And she's becoming a mini expert. But she's not a real estate agent. No. But she's learning enough to take someone to the house and be like, this is the and I can get the keys.
And I'm doing some of the work towards reformatting the way that a lot of housing in Ensenada is put up for rent or for sale. Just so it has a different kind of a curb appeal.
Foreign residents are picky,
yeah.
And we don't want to read.
Yeah,
that's
one nice bullet points and photos,
right?
And the price and a phone number.
So she's gonna make it all suave, right?
So,
but you have to fill out a form, please, if you want assistance. Anyway, but we want everybody to join.
That's another
locals.
thing too, yeah,
that's a concierge thing, totally different. But we're working on stuff. But we're laying a foundation. We're not even ready. So there's other things brewing in order to help people. Okay, I want to say some things about what you said, or were you done?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. I took notes. I need a talking stick so I don't interrupt. ADHD. Okay. Bear with me. All right. So yeah, going to the guide is step 1. Don't ask the same questions over and over, because I'm trying to write the guide to address these things. So you just can get a bit, and then you said, oh, if you have questions after, then we can talk about it. And if people come up with new questions, I'll write another article and put it in the guide.
Yeah.
It's an evolutionary process. I'm not in control.
All of this is got to be fluid, because we have to be able to change with whatever the dynamic of the city and the people who are involved in the group.
And there's certain
Mexico,
people that don't feel safe over there, and we're trying to create a safe space somehow here.
I'm sure a lot of y'all had heard from the States over the weekend from people that know you're here.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Everybody was checking in.
Yeah.
So now I have a,
And,
we're safe in Baja check-in thing, which I should have made. So, but,
that's a good idea, actually.
Can I do a shout out?
Yeah.
To Debbie.
Yes.
I can't thank her enough. Duran. Were you following Rosarito 411
411
also?
Yeah.
Okay. She jumped on it sooner than me.
Yeah.
So thank you for covering the morning shift. I'm not a morning person. I was a little on Mexico time on that one. So, if you're debating between Rosarito and Ensenada, join Rosarito 411 because Debbie and I have the same, like, we're aligned. I even called her. I'm like, what are we doing? I don't want to put out blah, blah, blah. So it was a great example of, and I did not anticipate those, or not a plan, right? Obviously. How would we?
Yeah.
Event, right? This is a great example of how Rosarito and Ensenada, like, we are kind of more tied than Tijuana. That's kind of a separate animal, really. And of course, it's a border town. They're going to have to think that, right? Like, we're concerned, like, is it going to travel down here?
Yeah.
Or are we able to, like, so they elevated security right away. Okay, I'm going to jump into this. Sorry.
No, go for it.
Okay. Because they're like, what's the security thing? Okay. So I noticed a few things, and then maybe we'll answer questions. You can,
Sure.
we can go. I know we're really behind us. Hang in there.
Read them though, because I can't see them.
Right.
Is that your notes?
Or on your phone. Are you on the live on yours? Can you see on your phone? Maybe we need a producer.
Do I need to be on
Just,
TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok. Hola, ¿cómo está? Okay.
Okay.
Hablo español. Okay. Uno momentito. I have to do 2 disclaimers because of my other TikTok, which I'll go on a rant about later.
Live.
So go to, are you on Safe in Baja? Uno momentito.
Oh, here we are.
Okay.
And
Okay, whatever. Can you join?
joined.
Did you join?
Well, it says I'm joined.
Are you watching yourself
I seem
on
to be
TikTok?
watching. This is totally.
Where are you, Sandra? Is
What's-
there an echo? Oh, there's a delay.
There is a delay.
Okay.
Okay, we got a question.
Did you start at the beginning? No. Did we start at the beginning? Oh, look. Somebody was, last night on the TikTok, somebody was like, she's behind in the comments. And then I look and it's like 99. I'm like, I know, I will get there. See, this keeps you hooked. Okay, we have to say their name. We're like, dun, 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 because people like to hear their name.
Are we doing questions or statements or everything?
So, well, the way I did the TikTok the other night.
Oh.
What?
I just see something that seems.
Okay. We'll kind of scroll
critical
through them and see, like, how many of them are repeat questions. Let me do a thing. We're in Ensenada. People are like, where are you? Where are you? Okay. Last night, it was like a million times I had to say. But anyway, hi, everybody. I'm Noelle, Huerita. This is Julia.
Julia Blanca.
Julia.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. So we're a bunch of crazy gals over here.
Probably don't.
And we're going to start going through the comments. Stay tuned. So we did not practice this, and we need a producer. Okay, so the way it ended up being, which I thought was interesting, was like you read the comment, and then we just kind of give our opinion on it, and then move on to the next one or whatever. But
the first 2 comments have to do with what happened this weekend.
Okay. You want to read them? You have to say their name.
John K. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
He says he wants to go back to San Felipe, but he's afraid to. And Lisa B.
Can everybody hear her when she's talking? I just want to make sure. So everybody thumbs up. Heart if you can hear. Can you do hearts? Hearts if you can hear us. Okay.
So Lisa B. just joined, and she has a cruise to Ensenada in 2 weeks, but she's reconsidering it for safety reasons. Lisa, come.
Right.
It is safe here.
Yeah. Who are and why are you on here? Okay, so we live in Baja California, Ensenada, Mexico. And I've been here 4 years, and you've been here how long?
4 months.
4 months. Oh, 4 and 4. So the Safe in Baja, we helped her because when you come here, you don't know anything, and, you know, it can be very disorienting. So that was in the intro that you might have missed. You were not on time. That's why you don't know who we are and who are these crazy girls.
Anyway, Lisa B., please come to Ensenada. You'll love it. You'll be happy you did. Everything's back to normal. It truly is. You wouldn't know. Parking's just as hard to get as it was
Somebody
before.
says I wouldn't go, Lisa. So tell me why you think Lisa shouldn't go. But I'm curious. We have to be investigative, right? So why do you think Lisa? Let's see who thinks Lisa should go or shouldn't go. Vote yes or no. Go. Let's see how many people say yes and how many should say no to Lisa coming to Ensenada. How many weeks? Oh, yes.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Everybody vote. Yes or no?
But she didn't say.
Yes, yes, nice. Say hi to Mexicali. Hi, Mexicali. Yes. Girl, just go. Oh, look at it. Mexico, what? Here we go. Mexico, what?
Where are we in Baja?
Ensenada.
Ensenada.
Ensenada. Welcome to Ensenada. Look at it. Go.
Let's
I'm
see.
taking care
South.
of the dog.
I would say south of
I'm in Ensenada.
downtown central zone, about 4 kilometers.
I think it's safe. I live here.
Yay!
Make
so
Ensenada
glad you've been
safe
in Baja
again.
for 46 years. I can't
We
wait.
love third, fourth generation.
I want to be here 46 years.
But the thing about Ensenada, got to go back to the booth. La bufadora. Okay, but you got to get a price on the drinks because they will take you for your life. And if you take a tour guide, I got a guy. Of course, I got a guy. It's called the I got a guy service. That's what we're going to name the concierge. I got a guy.
Got a guy.
This is going to be the sub, AKA DBA, doing business. I got a guy. What happened?
Through my.
It's okay. I'm looking at him on here.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
hi.
Yeah, 'cause I
Take
can't
me
see
back
you.
to Popotla. I asked myself if you hate Mexico, and no, we do not hate Mexico. Where's my sign?
Here.
Where's
I
my
would
sign?
not be here.
Where's my sign? She packed up her stuff
None
in
of us
30
would be
days, and
here.
she was like, I'm out.
Literally, I took my whole house and what fit into a Subaru Crosstrek with a little roof rack is what came to Mexico with me. I wanted to be here so badly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, somebody asked a good question. Okay, so the general answer that we want to give everybody is in Baja California, which is not Baja Norte, because I got chastised for that kind of. I didn't think I was saying it that much, but for those of us are geographically challenged, it's north, Baja California.
Yeah.
Because Baja Sur,
Is south. Sur
I mean,
is
I don't
south.
know, whatever. But anyway, translation. So Baja California, we're back to normal, and we can tell because it's noisy again. That was,
Yeah,
that was
I'm
our
going to have
joke.
trouble sleeping tonight.
Because if Mexico is quiet, there's something wrong, right? Because everybody knows Mexico is very noisy. It's very noticeable. You just go, okay,
we
I'm
should
going to go
answer
look at
some
the
more of
Safe in
these.
Baja page and see what
me
is going
see.
on.
Crystal Valerie Medi. You should definitely go ahead and go to Rosarito.
Okay, yeah. We were voting. Okay, let's
Yeah.
just generally
This is
vote.
Tuesday. You got plenty of time.
Okay, we're going to generally vote on whether you think it's safe for people to come to Baja now, or if you don't think people are safe enough to come now, how long do you think people should wait before they come, before you think it's safe again? I'm very curious. Yes, thank you. Tijuana is safer. Yeah,
Viva
we won't talk
Mexico.
about the random stuff that happens in the U.S. You all know that argument. Okay. Hello. Do I rent or own? I rent. So I have permanent residency. I've been here 4 years, 4 months. Julia. Yeah, okay. I want to address one question that somebody asked about gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not miss that. I didn't put down the name.
Yeah.
But somebody asked about gentrification. And that's a very important question. And, okay, I feel like I'm going to have my side view too. Sorry. Yes, who's that?
Leandra.
Leandra?
Uh-huh.
I
Leandra.
need my glasses. Okay, so what does she say exactly?
So how will you avoid gentrification and keep culture pure?
Yes. I think I have a very strong philosophy about this. I think coming here as a foreign resident, we have some duty to offset. I don't think we can totally negate our impact, even if we're doing the best we can and we're not doing anything, we're not being jerks, right? Like, we still are going to have an impact. It's just inherent. We can't change that. So what do we do to offset that? How do we fix that? And that's part of what Safe on Baja is about, because I think when you educate people and you adjust their attitude, or no, whatever, but I'm very straight with people, like, that's not going to work in Mexico. And let me tell you why. Because it's disrespectful usually. And in American culture, we don't, like, I was going to say this, like, don't assume, okay, I made a note about this and it hooks into this. Assume nothing. You don't know anything.
Yeah. And we really don't. We really, really don't.
You have a language barrier.
You have a
cultural
barrier.
difference. And you have misunderstood something or repeated it, and that's why you're getting 2 drinks at Las Cavas instead of 1, because you thought they didn't hear you, but they did. Also, don't repeat things.
That has happened to us.
Has that happened to you too?
You.
Yeah. Oh, did I do it with you too?
Yeah.
See, I didn't learn the first time.
And sometimes it just happens.
But I think this goes back to also the difference between people are not buried in their phone here. People are paying attention. Hence the chisme.
That was something that amazed me, because when I was here in September, before I had my permanent residence or anything, I mean, not my permanent residence, I had an apartment here. We went downtown one evening.
Who?
You and I.
Oh.
And we got, sat outside in a little cafe, had a couple of margaritas, we're just talking, and I'm looking around, kind of my first view of,
Were we on La Primera? Oh, yeah. At night, it's beautiful.
At night. And I remember remarking to Noelle about the fact that no one was on a phone. Not one single person was on a cell phone. They were there with families. The kids were playing the side. If you've been downtown on Primera,
they even let them in the bars. They even let the kids in the bars.
Because they know they're not drinking. They're family.
Why are you going to leave them at home with a stranger?
Yeah, or make them be outside or whatever. Anyway, it was such a wonderful experience for me. Places I've lived in the United States, you don't speak to people on the street. You don't have any kind of interaction with them. You pretty much have your head down and your nose in your phone, and you're going wherever you're going.
Right, and also don't walk.
Here, my heart feels so open here, because I greet everybody.
You have to say, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, provecho, discúlpame, perdón. Like, you have to at least.
Probably the first words you should learn in Spanish.
Or you'll just be rude.
Yeah.
If you don't know them.
Yeah. And believe it or not, it's going to make you feel good. It really will. And especially if you're here, okay, and you've kind of got a place and you're kind of starting to kind of push out into the world a little bit, and so you're down in Primera. There are lots of English-speaking people down there, whether they're Mexican or not. Usually, people down there, especially, all speak English. But it's such a pleasure to be able to greet someone and have them greet you back, and it makes you feel good. You enjoy your day more, and it just
She might cry right now.
It's just.
Are you tearing up?
It's beautiful.
I might cry at some point, yeah.
I remember the first time I went to LA.
See, these are the people that, like, we want to live here, because I always say, people with a Mexican heart, we can be born anywhere. This is my philosophy. What do you think?
It's kind of, I think it's true. It's now the standing joke with my Mexican lady friends, who are all about my same age, that I'm more Mexican. I'm really white, but I'm more Mexican at heart because
Yep.
they have yet to find a food that I won't eat and really enjoy.
And you're not asking for it to be not spicy.
No.
Bring your own paste picante jar. Don't. No. This is a bad joke about back to the gentrification.
Whoops.
It's a bad joke, no, but it's a bad because there was some article I read where they were like, in Mexico City, we had to make the salsa less hot because
I saw.
Did you see that too?
Oh my God, I know. I was actually insulted by it.
So if somebody asks for not spicy salsa, you just go, nope.
Just don't eat any of the salsa if you don't want
You can get paste picante.
it. That's right.
Develop. You need some people want to sweat on purpose when they like, give me the hottest thing you can. I need to sweat it out. Okay, I've seen it. And then in the other part of the restaurant, some ladies with a fan. I'm like, is she crying or was she eating a spicy taco? What's happening here? It's a thing. Okay. But the gentrification, we're trying to educate people because if you educate people, the more information people have, the faster they're going to decide whether they can hack it. They're going to decide before they take the whole trip down here and right? Like people need info. So part of the thing that we want to do too is that Julia can't, you have to do the, I'm sure that's not right, but we're making it a joke, so whatever. Don't say anything about them. Kind of to the ¿por qué? Okay, we'll go back to your comments in a momentito. It's like a shot. All right. But what was I saying? Oh, you'll be able keep track, Mom. You'll be able to go and maybe do virtual tours for people because if you live in Florida, you are not going to come here 3 times. If you live in California, you can like bebop over, right? It wants me to do the puzzle thing. They're like, "Are you still there?" Yes, I know. It's long. What do you? Oh my God! I have to do it correctly. Hang on. Shit. That's gonna cut me off 3rd time's the charm. Like, oh come on. Success.
Yay.
We're still here. We're like on the 3rd one, we're logging you on. You have to log back in.
You think this is funny? This is so impromptu.
You have to change your password now. Do they think it's funny?
Yeah.
Oh, thing. Okay, good.
Abigail.
And then we're just rolling with it.
This?
All the ADHDers are like
Scrutin. It's funny to see this. Scrutin? There's a Baja in Hungary too.
No. Oh, what? Really? Okay. So yeah, like you just got to get educated, and it's about connection too, right? Like the person that you keep referring to, Emma. She's like 3rd generation. She doesn't speak a lot of Spanish, but you're making it work. This is the whole point. Don't be afraid to get out of your bubble. I don't like that either. I think that contributes to gentrification when foreign residents just like stay. I mean, if that's what you want to do for the first year and that makes you feel safe, like great, like acclimate, do your thing, because I get that. But then you got to break out, girl.
Alejandra, I want to address your question or statement.
Let the cat in.
You said, but didn't you say you guys are modifying how homes look because Americans are picky?
We just want the electrical outlets to be in the right place. Not asking much.
Yes, they are picky. The American culture, just to talk about outlets and electricity, there's it's different, but we're not modifying how the homes look. We're adapting the structure for how places are advertised. I mean, if you've looked for any kind of properties in Ensenada, you've seen good advertisements that have all the information you think you might want or consider for a piece of property or a rental or a home to buy. And then I've been on probably 15 different rental or for sale Facebook groups just in this area, and the difference in the ads and what the ads tell you is available in the property is what I'm talking about being different. But in terms of modifying homes, yeah, I guess if I had a wish list and could wiggle my nose and make it happen, I would put more outlets in every single Mexican home, because this is 2026 and everything we have, from the kitchen to the bathroom, is run by electricity.
Oh, my microwave shocks me because it's not grounded properly.
Yeah. Noelle's microwave shocks her routinely because her apartment's not grounded properly.
I mean,
so
I have
she
metal
has to
in
be
my arm, but still
careful about how she touches it.
I do have metal in my arm, but still. I'm like, is there a grounding
As long
mat?
as it's not magnetized. Yeah,
Well,
there is a
I
grounding
feel like there's
mat,
a grounding mat I could put under it
Anyway.
to like discharge. Anyway, go. Sorry.
So I hope that answered your
What's the
question.
summary of the question answer?
Well, she was saying that
Yeah.
America, we're kind of talking out of both sides of our face if we're saying, we
Oh.
want to integrate totally into this culture, but then we want things geared toward Americans because Americans are picky. That's not what we're saying at all. That's what I was telling her.
I think we have to find our own solutions to that, and if you're going to rent something, like, make sure the outlet that don't rent the place. I mean, pick a, but you're not going to run around like then telling that landlord, I'm not going to rent your place because we're outlet. They don't care. They don't care what you think.
Yeah.
They don't care what you think. Like, just move on and find what you need. That's it. But don't like start, because this is where people veer off into the wrong, you're going the wrong direction there.
Yeah, and
It's
certainly
disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you might do that in the U.S., but not here.
Oh, they're not going to put up with it? Because it's about being respectful. I think you have to scooch in.
Let's see.
What else
Do
we
you
got?
want to take the...
It's all about being respectful.
I think we ought to address the
Okay.
Mexico is dangerous, don't come.
Oh, okay.
Sway.
Well, we're going to take the vote again. How many people think that it's safe to travel from like San Diego to Baja California right now? How many people? Say yes, yes if you think people should travel to Baja California. Baja Life here. Oh, I gave you an invitation. Oh, we need to bring somebody on. How do I bring you on? He's like, I'm here. I sent an invitation. I wanted to bring another person on.
I don't know.
I have friends in Mexico, said it's not safe. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. And this is kind of a sticking point. Because when you say Mexico, what do you mean by that? You notice the comments are like not safe in Mexico, but none of them are saying not safe in Baja. Are people noticing that? Do people think that, yes, Baja is safe? Is there a difference between Baja California and the interior of Mexico? Yes or no? What part of Baja? Baja California. Geographically, the north, not Baja Sur. Baja California. Don't dog me for that. You have to beep, 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 heart.
No, I agree.
Right.
Mexico is a great country. Anyone who doesn't feel safe can go back to their own country. Yeah.
It's called free will. If you don't want to be here.
If that's the reason you left your country, was safety, then if you don't feel safe here, you should just go elsewhere.
Oh, we don't have any accurate perception of what not safe looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go into. I don't like to use the word immigrant or expat. I think those are two very fueled words, and this is why I say just foreign resident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think those are loaded, really loaded words that I'm not going to. Why semantics? But I understand that the difference between the two, and one of the groups of people are actually trying to be safer than where they are, and they're going through the whole what is that trail you have to go through? There's a whole. It's between the continents. You have to go through There's a documentary about it. I was watching it recently. Somebody might know, but anyway, they risk their life to who. Really? We're just doing this for fun. No, nobody's doing that for fun.
Hi, Mexicali.
Hi. Baja is safer than Los Angeles. Nobody's going to do right unless you hang out with the wrong people. Okay, thank you everybody for being word sensitive or whatever. Wrong people's good. I say the OC. or the big C.
Lisa B, bring all your friends. Come,
And if you
come
feel
get a feel.
hesitant, like DM me and we'll hook up with you.
Yeah, there you go. Because then we've got Julie McCarty, 236. I wouldn't go, Lisa. Why not? I'm asking you. Why wouldn't you go? Have you been? What's your experience? Where in Mexico did you go and how long ago? I'd love to know.
I mean, maybe some people are watching the news, but let me just say something. Let me clarify that perception. The news media in the U.S. without, like, attracting too much attention. Okay. I have to think about how I'm going to phrase things, so we have to be careful on this subject. Okay. So, it's about telling the truth. Here, do you want the notebook and you want to write some of the comments? Do you want it? Let me see. I'm like, she needs a desk now.
I'm sorry.
We need another
It's not my
producer
job.
and a secretary. I know.
Let's see.
While I'm doing this, and then we can switch off. I need to find my glasses. We can take turns. Okay. But while I'm talking, we're going to take notes about what you guys are saying right now while I'm talking about this. Okay. What was I saying? Damn it.
I don't know. I started reading.
Let me think. Our real problem. Expats are a real problem.
Well,
Okay.
I think.
Oh, we're going to talk about the news reporting. Okay, hang on. People are saying expats are a problem. Right. We're trying to offset that. We don't pay in taxes and blah, blah. I, like, had a comment with somebody else about this. These are, like, all further TikToks we need to do. We'll go back and look at, we're going to go back. Okay, let me say one thing. We're really going to, we're going to do ChatGPT. And we're going to look at all of the comments, and then we can do, like, further videos like this to address some of these things. And even what you might consider to be, like, the negative comments, I mean, we want to be investigative. We want to know, like, why are people thinking this? And this is the lead-in into what I want to say, is that we are here to tell the truth. I'm a truth teller. I'm not here to, like, whatever the name is, like, or hand feed you. Like, the concierge service is not about giving you everything you need on a silver platter. This is not what I'm doing.
No, it's to help just get a foot up, get a leg up.
We're gonna, like, make your learning curve be less steep and más rápido. And the more you know, the less you're gonna offend people in the community.
But and the less stress you're going to feel on yourself,
Right.
because you don't understand, because you don't know how to do certain things. You know, going to the grocery store is still a challenge.
Well,
me.
the stress level of when you move over here can greatly affect your broadband for thinking straight, for processing information, for, like,
for embracing the change,
trying to be calm. Like, this is a lot to do in one go after you've sold your house, gotten rid of your stuff, said bye to your friends, blah, 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 done a travel thing, made a plan, and the whole night. Then you come here and there's a whole nother set of stressors that are completely unknown, that you don't know what you don't know. You're like, what the fuck is this, right? So we're trying to bridge this gap as quickly as possible, because that, I think, is something that contributes to gentrification.
I would have to agree.
It's an attitude adjustment also. Or don't be in my group. I mean, if you don't, I'm not here for the monetization or the likes or the whatever. I'm here to act. I mean, I practiced Social Security disability law in the States for 30 years. I've helped people my whole life. It's just like my stick. I wish I could come here too. So this is just something I naturally do. It's not, if it's going to make money, like, that's going to happen. But I'm not even there yet. I'm still trying to build foundation and connections. And this is what this is about. Hi, Ensenada. It's a group. Oh, one more thing. Sorry, I'm on a rant. I saw this other influencer, and I think she had a little backlash for putting an alarmist video out about the situation. People did not like that. No. Notice I was very calm. Calmate, respira. It'll be over in 48 hours. We're not, like, making video to make a likes to attract. This is no. Number one. But so I think she felt a little, but she put out this other post, and she said, well, we should be asking what the Mexican nationals think about all this. Like, my opinion is totally, like, not valid, and I think that's too far. I think that's not true. Why? Because of the John F. Kennedy quote at the Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you say what it says. Do you remember? It's in Spanish. Or the gist of
Basically, it says that you shouldn't live someplace if you're not going to be a positive participant
Right.
in your community.
If you're not going to contribute to the place that you live, and it doesn't matter, why does it? It doesn't matter where you live. It's pretty irrelevant. Then you need to participate, and this is what I am trying to get people to do. But she said, my opinion's irrelevant. That's not right either. Why? Because it keeps separating people. You keep making people them and us.
Yeah.
That's an old paradigm. No.
Yeah, we don't need to do that anymore.
You can't. We're trying to put a community together. This is why there's 3 demographics, basically. The foreign residents, the people who are local or have come from some other place in Mexico or Latin America or wherever, and then people who are going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
They were born here, they went to the U.S., and then they're like, I bought a house there and I have land, maybe I should go back, right? So now would be the time.
Well, and or the people who come back and forth because they work in the States and they live here.
But they're mostly in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And another thing about my information, and I had some people be critical of this on my other live. They were like, yeah, you know the taco guy. Okay, can you tell them about the people I know? Who do I know?
The taco guy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I have references, I have resources.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
And
Okay.
they were like, yeah, the taco guy. I'm
Let's
like,
see. There's the couple who do house cleaning and general maintenance, but maintenance of any kind.
Oh yeah, that's the concierge.
We've got 2 different mechanics.
The real estate agent.
We've got the real estate agent,
She's the
doctor.
Dr. Jacobo.
We have the most fantastic doctor.
Is there anybody I can invite? Let me see. I'm trying to. Okay, next time I will be more coordinated about bringing people on as a guest. We need a producer. 3rd thing we need a producer for. How do you get people on as a guest? Okay, producer.
Yeah, we need
producer.
we
Okay.
need that.
So anyway, sorry if I invited you, but it's like I'm running 2 shows.
I do
So
want
anyway.
to address honeybees too, because she was asking if we were afraid that Americans were going to be kicked out of Mexico. I'm not sure why we would be afraid of that. I'm not sure what you think is going on that would just lend itself to Americans being kicked out of Mexico.
2 things.
There are several cultures that are living in Baja that are not Mexican. It's not just
Russian,
Americans.
Asian. It's multicultural.
It's very multicultural.
I have 2 things to say about that.
Jump in.
Okay. 2 things, and I did a TikTok on it and I posted it, but I think that is a fear that you have to consider whether there's a fear of the way people are controlled is through fear. Okay, let me just say that. You have to check the vibe. So that sounds like you're afraid of something. What are you afraid of? What are people afraid of? The big C, okay? Can I tell them the process? Maybe that would make people feel better. Like when this goes down, this is not their first rodeo.
Yeah.
Okay? Numero uno. I don't know.
In fact,
You're like,
this was a very planned.
the response is like, it's, okay, let me just outline. You can pipe in.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. So it's very quiet, and you're like, what the F is going on? First indication. You look at social media, you see this thing has happened. Then you think, oh, is it going to affect us? And then family and friends start, are you okay? Are you safe? This is the question.
Yeah.
Are you safe?
Yeah.
Hello? Holla. Yes. Because this is why. I'm going to tell you why people don't need to worry when this type of thing goes down. generally speaking, and it's only happened twice in 4 years since I've been here. And the Baja Life, we were talking about this before. But the protocol is, this happens, and so they created a power vacuum, so you're going to have a response. Duh. Like, maybe somebody can tell us and we can have things in place like boop before the thing goes down, but maybe that's not going to happen. Whatever. So there's a community response and a government response. Mm-hmm. I'm making this up right now because I have a stream of consciousness thinking. Bear with me.
Yeah, go.
She knows. Okay. So you have a government response, which I feel is like not that clear. I didn't see any PSA from the government. I didn't, you know what I mean? But maybe I'm on the wrong sites. I'm not on the Spanish-speaking government sites, Facebook pages, which may have put something out.
No, because this was a very quiet, major operation.
But even after the fact, I don't know if they give any guidance to people who live here as to, like, for instance, there was no formal shelter in place.
Right, they never
in Baja. Let me clarify that. That's a misconception that the U.S. was. This is why I want to talk. I can clarify some of the misconceptions that are happening over there, right? There was no lockdown or shelter or curfew. The border was never closed. Blah, 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 blah. And part of this project is for people to calm down. Don't catastrophize it, but you are if you don't know, you don't have this information, and you're not going to get it over there. This is why I'm like on the ground. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
But people voluntarily shelter in place. I'm going to get the cord in a minute because this is going to go down. Two things happen. The public transit system shut down, but they did open the transit system so people could get home from work. Again, not their first rodeo, right? I'm sorry. Next time you will be the focus. Okay. I need a producer. Okay. So, part about Mexican culture is it's a high context culture. In the United States, people have to like hit us over the head. They're not going to do that here. Okay? It's subtle. One of the indications is the public transit system is down, right? And then, and it gets quiet. But the response from the government was immediately to increase security. That immediately happened. And I think in Puerto Vallarta, there was an increase, I mean, obviously, and they're doing their own thing, and I haven't been keeping up on that, so I don't want to say too much. I don't know what's going on to accurately say. I only know here. There's a naval base 5 minutes from my house. There's another military base like on Pedro Loyola, you know what I mean? There's another military base like there's like 3 military bases here. And this is a federal zone, and I'm on the federal zone street, and they're patrolling like nothing is going to happen here because there's so much. I think I saw another post about
so
this.
Much presence.
Somebody else posted this, and I might have put it in Safe in Baja. Like, when you see that increased military presence, our gut reaction, because we're conditioned, move closer, is to, like, freak out because we're not used to seeing guns, and they're out, and we're like, right, that's our...
And I think, as well, because of what's been going on in the States, that again, you see guns.
It's the reverse here. Yeah. Oh, that could make people like, even more a little freaked out.
It's like,
I didn't think about that.
It's like what's going on in the States.
Well, because I came before any of that started.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll have to think about that. If people coming from that situation, we'll get you a therapist, because that is, I'm not kidding, like that's an extra little thing people might need help with. Because I think that's what's going to happen. People are going to be like, I need to leave. And it's because you're unaligned. Your vibe is unaligned with what's happening over there. And the only thing I can say about that is we've just created 2 different realities. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why nothing makes sense. And you can't, there's no point in arguing about it or talking about it. And people don't in Mexico.
No.
We don't talk about politics here. Everybody knows, just beep. So the only thing I ever say is like the psychology of it, you know, and that just we create our own reality. Does everybody know that? We create our own reality, whether we know it or not.
Yeah.
Abraham Hicks. And that's what's happened. I mean, it's okay. I'm just not going to live in that one. That's my free will.
That's
Not to
exactly
live,
right.
I get to live in what reality I choose.
Yeah, Rich, you're right. Mexico is just as safe as America. Even though America, calling it America, makes it Mexico. But
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
That's a
The
whole nother
United
thing.
States of America,
Yeah.
right? Like Baja
but-
California,
but
not
yes,
Norte.
I felt unsafe in many places in the United States.
But it's emotional unsafeness, it's not only physical, being physically safe. It's also, I think, being emotionally safe
Yes,
at this
yeah.
point, because
I totally.
we're
get it.
trying to rectify
When I
some of
moved
that.
here, the first thing that I said,
It's still
well,
going
when I
on.
started joining groups here so I could learn about
Right.
Baja, every group I joined, I was going, oh God, they're expats. It's such and such expats. Such and such expats.
So I don't like that word.
I don't like these people.
I don't like the
wanna
word.
be considered this. I want to
Yeah.
move to this country to become as much involved with the culture and to make my life just so much happier by being in a place I've chosen.
There's a
mentally
deeper reason
chosen to
too
be here.
why people come here. And people have this concept like you're running away from something. No. This is